Okay, for those of you that need a little refresher on just the basic stitch, I'll go over that for you as well. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your hook and you're going to put it down where you want to start your stitching. Always remember, hook is always facing the direction that you want your stitches to be going. So if I'm going to be stitching towards the camera, whenever I go down to do my first stitch, the screw should be facing towards the camera. If I'm going to be doing stitches this way, then my screw should always be facing to the left this way. Okay, so put my hook down into my fabric. Underneath, I'm holding on to my thread and hooking it into the little hook of my Tambour tool. I'm going to bring that up to the top of the surface, and that creates your tail. So for your first stitch, make sure you hang on to that tail. You're going to go down, screw facing the direction I want to go. Underneath, I have my thread, and I'm going to take my thread and pull it around counterclockwise around my hook. Then I'm going to turn my hook, make sure it grabs onto the thread, and out you come. Okay, now turn my hook back around because I always want my screw facing the direction that I'm going. Go down, around counterclockwise, turn your hook, out you come. Face it frontwards again, down, around, turn your hook, out you come. Now when you turn your hook, so I'm going down, around, when I turn my hook, I want to, you can see that I'm kind of leaning my hook over to the side to make sure that the thread underneath gets hooked into your tool. Okay, so again, down, around, counterclockwise, turn your hook, making sure you hear that. I don't know if you can hear that in the video, but it's like a little tick almost. That way you know it's getting caught underneath. And a lot of it is in the tension underneath as well. You don't want to be holding on to that thread underneath so tight that it's pulling on your stitches, but you need kind of a good tension to make sure that it stays in there. Otherwise, if it's too loose, it'll fall right back out. Okay, so around, turn your hook, out you come. Face forward, down, around, turn your hook, out you come. A lot of people have trouble coming out, so they have no problem going down, they catch it in there, but they can't get it out of the fabric. Remember, it's all about kind of coming out of there at a specific angle and putting pressure. So see how my fabric is pushing down as I come out? A lot of students, you might remember from my class, they try and pull up. So if I see your fabric coming up, I know that hook is going to get caught, right? So you want to push down and out. Another problem people have is when they go down, around, they catch that thread underneath, but then they let go of the tension. So what happens is your thread slips out, and when you come up, you have no thread attached. Also remember that your working thread underneath, if you pull on it, all of your stitches will come out. That's not because you're doing something wrong, that's just the way that it works until you finish it off at the end, and then they'll be on there for good. So always remember, don't pull from underneath or you will pull all of your stitches out. If you need a refresher on how to start and stop, I do have another video that I've already posted, so you can go onto my channel and find that video as well. Hope this helped.